Good morning. We had ordered a chimney cap for our chimney that had to get made locally, and it didn't come in time for when we were doing the chimney liner. I got the phone call and it is ready. Today is not the day to install it, but I want to go get it so that way when we have another nice day, which I don't know when that's going to be, I will have the chimney cap and we can put it on. I want to get the chimney cap on this so we don't got to worry about water getting in the flues, and it'll just help make the chimney last longer. So let's hit the road, go pick it up, and then we'll head to the farm. All right, we got our chimney cap. Now we gotta head out to the feed store and pick up some shavings for the animals. All right, now we can head to the farm. We got 15 bags of shavings. That should last us quite a while. We got our cap. We won't be doing that anytime soon till this weather changes, but we'll have it for the next sunny day. We can get back up on the roof, get the cap installed. They did a really nice job making that chimney cap. So once we get some nice weather, we'll get that installed, and that'll keep out the weather and any critters. All right, I got our roll of PEX, and we do PEX A, I believe is what it's called. It's the Pro PEX. There's different kinds of PEX line. So this stuff, let me open it. They actually make this in different color too. So they make it in clear, frosty color, whatever you want to call that, blue, and red. So I like using this color for heat lines. I will use red for hot water, so that way I know, like, the red's domestic hot water. Yeah, this might be hot, but it's not for hot water. I'm going to look at lines later on. And then blue is for cold water. That's kind of how I do it in my head. But this is, let me get it opened. So this is, they call it PEX A. And then this we get from our local plumbing supply store, not Lowe's or Home Depot. Lowe's or Home Depot stock, I've only seen blue and red there, and it looks a little different. This is, I'm pretty sure it's called PEX B, but don't hold me to it. So PEX A, you can expand it with an expander and then put these plastic ties on it, and that'll hold pressure to your fittings. Even your fittings are different. They have like a different style lip on them. And you can use regular crimps on this. The stuff you get at Lowe's and Home Depot that we can get around here, I believe it's called PEX B. You can only crimp it or do shark bites. You can't do the expander. The elasticity in it is different. So like this stuff will come back after it's stretched out. This will not. I like this because I like using the expander couplers better than the crimps. I've had issues in the past with the crimps not always sealing very good. I've never had an issue with the Pro PEX. So I'm just going to use a push connect fitting to connect our Pro PEX to our copper line. So this is the supply. We're going to run this one over this way first, come over here, and then we'll run it here and down. Then we'll have to figure out how we want to run this one.
It's too bad those pipes aren't on the other side of that.
I know, right? Let's measure it first. This is the fun part. The worst part is the memory it has.
Good.
Yep. Put our little collars on, and then we expand it 3 times.
I've seen more than 3.
Well, once you get in.
Okay. So once it's on there and then 3 times?
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Bam. Bam. And then over time, not that much time, it will finish like tightening up. So we'll cut a piece. Cut it long, we'll go 19 and we'll trim it back. So then,
Are you sure? Okay. Too late.
that's right.
So you can buy this PEX also in sticks, but we already had a roll of this PEX left over from when we did our workshop build in the off-grid property.
So they come in 10-foot sticks, but what I have found is by the time you get everything where you need it, they kind of flop around and they end up back getting bends and stuff in them. So no matter what, I've never found a nice straight piece of PEX. If you guys have it, you know how to make your PEX nice and straight and stay straight, let me know. That's what I always thought, like, if you heated it, but I don't know.
Oh my God.
Here. A little bit straighter. All right, that one's done for now. I like it. All right, now we can start hooking up our other modine. We're gonna go from 1-inch copper to 3/4 PEX. So we'll come out here, run down, come out, do a 90, bam, come here, we'll keep it low, and then we'll come to the top, and then that's the return. The supply's on this side. It's gonna be a little funky. We're gonna go that way, over, and then down. I like to make a mark on whatever I'm putting into a shark bite clamp of how deep it needs to go, so that way I know it's in all the way when the mark disappears. Once we get heat down here, it'll be a lot easier to work with the PEX and straighten it out. But then we'll be done with this part and it won't look pretty. And then we'll be able to put that wherever. We're gonna come to here. So we'll go like this. That.
You don't have like a gun for that?
I mean,
You have to actually use a hammer?
I could get one.
No, you're good.
Sounds like I need to get one before we do all of our rough wiring.
Why? Because I just said that?
Yep.
Shoot.
We still need to get power to the furnace, and we gotta get a thermostat for this zone. But let's do the power to the furnace first. All right, we're this close to getting the heat hooked up. It's 43 degrees in here, a little chilly, so that's why we need to get this heat hooked up. We got the wire ran from the furnace to the panel. I need to get a breaker installed. We also need a thermostat up here somewhere. And I'm trying to think where we're gonna put it because it's just temporary. Because if I put it permanently, when we're going to sheetrock, it'll be in the way. So I'm thinking maybe run the wire up over here by the chimney, and then we can mount the thermostat over here. We don't have to worry about this being in the way at all for sheetrock, if that makes sense. Especially if I put it on one like the inside edges. So I'm thinking about that. Then we're gonna have to fill the boiler with water and all of the lines, get the air out, and then we can fire up the boiler and see if we can get some heat in here. So we are like this close. So let's get it done. All right, let's see if we can feed this down here and get our temporary thermostat installed. I was afraid it wasn't gonna be.
I just threw a thin stick down to you.
Oh, right there. Yeah, right there it goes. Okay. So you'll have to stay here because I can't get this to stay with a clamp. And just kind of hold this and let it feed, and I'll go down and pull it. Bam. And I did see Milwaukee makes a staple gun.
You can get Black Friday deal.
That wasn't no deals. All right, so the thermostat's hooked up down here. I need to get some staples to staple that up, but now we can go upstairs, get the thermostat hooked up upstairs, turn the power on, and then we can start filling the boiler. Get the circulator pumps running to fill the water, and then once all the lines are filled, we'll fire up the boiler. So I'll shut the switch off to the boiler right now.
Are you getting excited or are you getting nervous?
Both. I am excited to get the heat working, but I am nervous that everything is going to work.
Right.
Hopefully no leaks. All right.
Now what?
Now we got to turn the power on to the furnace, get the circulator pumps running, and we'll get water fed to the boiler so we can stop filling stuff. So we'll turn the water on first, make sure we have no leaks of the regular water right now. Get the water to the boiler, and then we can get the pumps running and start circulating water and filling up everything and bleeding the valves.
One of the good things about putting a temporary thermostat right there is it doesn't look very good. So it will get moved if we put it there. If we put it somewhere where it's temporary, that's okay, then it probably would never move. So that's a good spot to put it.
I'm going to turn the regular water on because we have it shut off back here and see what happens.
Oh, I hear it. Will it automatically go to those?
Yeah, so it
podiums?
automatically fills the furnace. That's what it's doing right now.
Oh, when does it go to the modines?
So it's actually going right now.
Oh, yeah, I see
See
it.
it?
Oh, wow. Here it
So
comes.
now we want to kind of...
I see some bubbles. Oh, oh, oh.
Okay, which is fine. Bam, okay. So now I want to crack these just a whisker. That one and this one to help get any air out of the system. I don't know if we have to put the circulator pumps on, but
What will that do?
it'll help circulate the water.
Oh,
Okay, so that's the supply That's the supply to the bedroom one, which is that one. And the first one that was leaking is for that one. So it looks like we have all of the water in the lines. Now, I'm gonna go turn the breaker on. We have the furnace off, so I'm hoping we'll get just the circulator pumps running without the boiler kicking on. So let me go turn the breaker on, and then I'll come back down. So let's go over here now. All right, let me open our circulator pumps. Kick this on. All right, so this is all hooked up. I should be able to turn my thermostat on. It should turn on that Modine heater fan and the circulator pump, which this one is zone number 1, I believe, so it should be that one. And then it should, once it starts calling for heat, the furnace should kick on. That clicked first, that turned on. Okay, so we got that. We just gotta wait for the furnace to get kicked on now. Hopefully it all works. That's for the other Modine. There it goes. Come on, baby, we want some heat.
Can you see your breath? Oh yeah.
Here it goes. So now we're firing up, heating up the water. So in a few minutes, we should have hot water going through everything, and there should be hot water going over to our Modine heater, and then I'll be blowing hot air through the radiator. Let's give it a minute. I'm excited. We'll get one working, and then we'll go and get that one working, but we'll do one at a time. All right, go over to the Modine heater and see if it's blowing warm air out at you yet. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is where I'm gonna be. Can't find me.
Right. So the Modine heater basically just like a big car radiator. Hot water goes through it, runs all through the coils, and then you got your fins. Then it comes back out, and your fan is blowing air through it and pushing all the hot air out.
That's so good.
So this one is to heat this side of the house. It'll go under the crawl space. Then it can come back out on this side. And then we want to also put some floor vents in so the heat can rise easier through the floor.
Well, we have a little floor vent right here right now.
Right, but we also want it over there.
Oh, I know.
So now, why don't you go upstairs, turn the other thermostat on. Let's see if this one works. All right, so she's gonna kick on that thermostat. We should see this fan go on. And I'll also be able to hear a thermostat. Oh, I heard it. All right, so that'll start sending warm water over to this one, which it's not yet. So you can see the air bubbles, getting all the air out.
Did it turn on?
You can see all the air getting out of the system still. And then there should be hot water. It's warm, not hot yet. We're pushing out all the air. So furnace is up to temp. I just shut off. That one's still on, right? Yeah. So now this should be blowing. Yeah, this one's blowing warm too. That feels so good. The little things. Heat is amazing. It's kind of cool doing your own heating system. Every house has heat, I know. But if you're not doing it yourself, it's different. When you accomplish doing it yourself, it feels different. Makes you appreciate it more, I think. Especially when we're working in cold.
I appreciate you even more now.
It'll be nice for working.
So I know that I didn't want Al to go up on the roof, but I really appreciate that he did, especially the other day, because now we're able to get this up and going, because otherwise we wouldn't be, and we'd have to figure out another source. And that would just be a whole nother something else to be doing and adding to our list. So.
And I'm not seeing any leaks either, which is a good thing. I'm excited about that. Let's put the cover back on we call that taco. It should be taco, but it's taco. How can
Maybe
they be,
taco should be called tacos.
right? This should be called taco, not taco.
Just feels like a huge accomplishment and a relief all in one. It's really great. I just feel like we can just take a deep breath. We have a lot more things to do, but this one is just a huge one that we wanted to get checked off the list, and boy, does it feel good. Don't mind the little bit of cobwebs that are left. That's minor.
Minor details.
I mean, that's a heck of a lot less than it used to be.
Now, at least when we got to do more work down here, we'll be warm. We still need to finish cleaning it up. Basement's already gone up 6 degrees. It's 54 degrees in here. It was 48.
Really?
Let's check and see what the upstairs is. It actually feels colder going upstairs now. It's been warmer every time we go up.
Oh yeah, I can just feel a little bit different here.
It's 54 degrees up here, so it's the same temperature, but it feels different.
It does feel different.
Once
It's
we
not
get
even.
No, it's, and then I think we'll get more of the moisture out.
Let's go upstairs one more level.
Check out one more level. This one's 57 degrees. It'd be nice if we can get up here like 60, 62, because this is always warmer. And then downstairs like 55 would be perfect working temp.
Now, we don't want to get too comfortable for it to get too warm, because then we'll be sleeping on the job instead of doing what we needed to get done. So we'll keep it a little bit cool so that we don't fall asleep.
We just got more of the lodgepole pine for the flooring, so we can bring that in the house, and that'll warm up with the rest of the house. So that'll be nice. We'll get that in here and get it ready to go. Hopefully these ones are all good. They look nice. Ooh. All right, it's been a little while that the heaters have been on. Upstairs temperature is 54 degrees. I don't know if you can see that or not. Bam, 54. The temperatures of these are probably 30 something degrees because they were outside. So these should be able to warm up before we install them, which will be oh so nice. Let's see what the upstairs temperature is over here. We have thermometers all throughout the house. So we can kind of keep an eye on it. Let's see. It is glare, we can't see. Come on. 57 degrees. That sun feels good. There. Over here it is, terrible glare. 56 degrees, 50% humidity. That is perfect. We're trying to keep an eye on the moisture in the house too, just to see how everything regulates. So 53% is good, not too high, not too low, just right. Down here it's 58%, so it's a little on the high side, but it still says it's in good range. So now let's go in the basement. It is 59. So believe it or not, that is pretty even. We got the two heaters on down here going, but it's 59 here, 54 degrees on the first floor, and then 57-ish on the second floor. So I am liking that. I think it's gonna take a few days to warm everything up because all the wood is just chilly. I mean, we got a safe in here. That's just been chilly. It's been 48 in the basement. So it'll be interesting to see once it's been this temperature for a little while, how everything feels. It should almost be like radiant heat because we're gonna be heating up every floor from down to up. So that is my goal. We'll be heating up the concrete. The furnace is working good. It feels good to have the heat on. I know it might not seem like a big deal for a lot of you guys, but when you're building a house and it is chilly inside and you don't get your heat running, It is nice to have it. It's just a huge motivator to have the heat in the house now. One less thing we got to worry about. We don't have to worry about heat. We don't have to worry about water freezing. It'll be nice for working. This is where we're going to end this video. Thanks for coming along on our farmhouse renovation journey with us, guys. We'll be warmer now. I hope you're excited just as much as we are for the heat in the house. You're probably not, but we're pretty pumped. So thanks for coming along, and we'll see you right back here in the next video. Bye.